Hello, welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. My co-host, Mr. Brody there. Got one empty co-host seat, so maybe Miss Mags will join us later. But as you can see here, we have two co-host seats now. So it wouldn't be co, it's like a tri-host seat, I guess you could say. But anyway, tonight we're going to play another game from the all-time ELO Greatest Teams Tournament. This is going to be featuring Diamond Mine Baseball. Tonight we're going to feature a interesting matchup here from the 1953 Brooklyn Dodgers and the 2007 Boston Red Sox. A lot of Hall of Famers and future Hall of Famers. Hall of Famers here. As this is 2007. So that's our matchup tonight. Of course, I'll be playing the 2007 Boston Red Sox, as I would be playing them anyway, regardless if they were a home or away team. But as you can see, they're playing here at Fenway Park by the really interesting shape here of the park. 390 to straightaway center field, or to the, I guess you could say, to the triangle there. 358 and 382 down the power alleys, and short 310 down the left field line. Of course, you have the 34-foot wall, the green monster there, blocking a lot of that, and 302 down the line at the pesky pole in right field. So that is your dimensions there. So Josh Beckett's on the hill. He'll be facing a Brooklyn Dodgers lineup, which is as follows. Jim Gilliam, the second baseman, bats first. He'll be followed by Pee Wee Reese, the shortstop. Actually, we'll go to look at Gilliam's card real quick. And then Reese again. Followed by Duke Schneider, the center fielder. Batting cleanup, Jackie Robinson. Batting fifth, Roy Campanella behind the plate. Batting sixth, Gil Hodges, the first baseman. Batting seventh, Carl Furillo, the right fielder. The third baseman, Billy Cox, bats eighth. And since we're playing in American League Park after 1973, with the home team after 1973, it's going to be, or 73 and after, it's going to be Don Thompson, the DH. So that's your lineup for the visiting Brooklyn Dodgers. Very tough lineup there. Lots of Hall of Famers there. So for the Red Sox in the outfield, it's going to be Ramirez, Crisp, and Drew. In the infield, Lowell, Lugo, Pedroia, and Youkilis, with Veritek behind the plate, and of course Beckett on the mound. So Josh Beckett had a record of 20-7 in 2007 in the area of 3.27, 200 2/3 innings pitched, 189 hits allowed, 17 home runs allowed, 40 walks, and 194 strikeouts. Lefties hit 255 against them. Righties hit 235. So that's your lineup for the... Whoops, sorry about that. Didn't mean to get that screen in there. I was actually looking for something on the screen here. So the 2007 Red Sox, of course, won the World Series in 2007. And the Brooklyn Dodgers won the National League pennant, but lost to the New York Yankees. Hold on. 4-2 in the 1953 World Series. So anyway, Jim Gilliam bats first. He hit 278 with 6 homers and 63 runs batted in. He'll lead it off for the Brooklyn Dodgers. So Beckett looks for, there's Miss Mags there. Oh, no, we get no co-host there. Come on, Miss Mags, join the co-host. We need a co-host here. Not sure what they're doing here. Shenanigans here. And Mr. Brody's getting a drink, I know that. I can hear him there lapping. Miss Mags checking it out. So here's the quick 1-1 by Beckett. Here's the payoff pitch, 3-2 count. Downstairs, and Jim Gilliam will reach first on a leadoff walk. So next up is Pee Wee Reese. Comes in hitting .271 with 13 homers and 61 runs batted in. Gilliam, excellent running speed, but with only average base stealer. Euclid will hold him on. Does get a good jump, though, so we got to be careful with that. So I think we are going to throw over there. Oops. Let's try that again. So here's the pickoff in normal defense. So Beckett steps off and throws to first, and Gilliam gets back just in time. Just letting him know that we know he's there. So Pee Wee Reese. Here's the pitch. 3-2 pitch again. Another 3-2 pitch. Hit to left field. And it's going to be in there for a base hit. Reese stroking it out over short. Gilliam is rounding second. Decides to hold at second. So runners on first and second, two, as the first two base runners are on against Beckett. Brings up the dangerous Duke Schneider. Hit .330, had a monster year in 1953. .336 average, 42 homers, and 126 runs batted in. So Beckett will have his handful here. As Veritek goes out and talks to him. So Schneider steps into the box, adjusts his cap. Takes a few practice swings. Beckett looks in for the sign from Veritek. Looks at the run of Gilliam. Faces the plate. Here's the windup in the pitch. 2-0 count. Kick and delivery. Hit the other way to deep left, and it will be high off the wall above the scoreboard. Ramirez with the carom on one hop. In comes Gilliam. Reese rounding third. Snyder will pull up with a two-base hit. Reese will hold that third. So the Dodgers are on the board first with 3 straight hits. Well, 2 straight hits and a walk. So Schneider with the RBI double gets Brooklyn on the board first. Doesn't get any easier as Jackie Robinson is up now. Hit .329 with 12 homers and 95 runs batted in. Still nobody out. 2-1 pitch on the way. Lifted high in the air out to left. Ramirez is under it. And he'll make the catch. Reese is going to tag up. And Ramirez will have no chance as Reese scores easily. So 2-0 Dodger lead now. With 1 down and Schneider at second. Brings up Roy Campanella. Another dangerous hitter. Hit .312 with 41 homers and 142 runs batted in. Monster year. Schneider would lead at second. 2-2 pitch on the way. Checked it. Don't believe he went. And they said yes, he did go. So Beckett gets Campanella on the swing. So 2 down now. For another dangerous hitter, Gil Hodges hit .302 with 31 homers and 122 runs batted in. Beckett looks at the runner. Toes the rubber. Here's the windup in the pitch. 1-1 delivery. Hodges sends a fly ball to left. He just missed it, and Ramirez is there, and he pulls it in for out number 3. But the Dodgers score 2, and after 1/2, it's Brooklyn 2 and the Red Sox coming up. So Carl Erskine's on the mound for the Dodgers. He was 20-6 in, so very similar to record and similar stats to Beckett. 20-6 with a 3.54 ERA, 246 and 2/3 innings pitched, 213 hits allowed, 21 homers, 95 walks, and 187 strikeouts. and also has 3 saves. Opponents hit .234 against them with a 3.08 on-base percentage. So the Red Sox lineup is as follows. Dustin Pedroia, the second baseman, bats first. Coco Crisp in center field bats second. Batting third, the DH, David Ortiz, Big Papi. Cleanup hitters, Manny Ramirez, the left fielder. Mike Lowe was the MVP of the World Series. Is the third baseman. And he would have finished 5th in the AL MVP award voting in 2007. Alex Rodriguez would win the MVP. All right, next up would be Kevin Youkilis, the first baseman. Batting 7th, J.D. Drew, the right fielder. Behind the plate, the captain, Jason Varitek, bats 8th. And the shortstop, Julio Lugo, will bat 9th. So Pedroia comes in, he hit .317 in 2007 with 8 homers and 50 runs batted in. So the defense behind... Ooh, interesting there. Defense behind Erskine is going to be... Jackie Robinson is going to be playing left field. As he played the majority of his games in left field in 1953. Schneider in center and Ferrello in right. Cox, Reese, Gilliam, and Hodges in the infield. And Campanella behind the plate. So here's the pitch by Erskine. Grounded past the mound. Past the diving Reese. And into center field for a single. So Dustin Pedroia hits the first pitch of the at-bat. I think it was his first pitch. Yep. First pitch of his... First pitch he sees into left center field for a base hit. So next up is Coco Crisp. Crisp comes in hitting .268 with 6 homers and 60 runs batted in. And I went with Crisp second because he's the better bunter here. So, and Pedroia had a better average and a better on-base percentage. So, all right, so Coco Crisp in the box now. .268, 6 homers and 60 runs batted in. .267 against righties. And we're not going to have him bunt here, though. Or are we? I don't think so. No, we're down by 2 here. So he'll be swinging away. 3-2 pitch. Hit on the line in the gap in left. Robinson's after it, but he won't get it. Rolls almost all the way to the wall. Pedroia is rounding third. And Chris will have a 2-base hit. And we're going to hold Pedroia with nobody out. So the Red Sox off and running here as they get the first 2 runners on. Could this be one of those games where it's going to be runs galore? Or will the pitchers settle down and prevail? We'll see. A lot of power in these lineups. So it brings up the number 3 hitter, Big Papi David Ortiz. He had a monster year in 2007, .332 average with 35 homers and 117 runs batted in. Had a .343 average against righties with a .470 on-base percentage. So 2 ducks on the pound for Ortiz as Campanella goes to talk to Erskine. Goes back behind the plate, flashes the signs. Erskine looks at Pedroia. Winds up and delivers. So 0-1 count. Here it comes. Line drive. By the diving Hodges into right field. Pedroia is in the score. Coco Crisp is rounding third. Ortiz will stop at first. So Ferrello is average though, but he's got an excellent arm. So there's still nobody out, so I think I'm going to hold Crisp at third. Because any type of fly ball later on will probably score him. So we're going to... Still nobody out though, so we don't want to make the first out here. No. So Ortiz with the RBI single. So runners at the corners from Manny Ramirez. Hit 296 with 20 homers and 88 runs batted in. 279 against righties. 353 on-base percentage. So here's the pitch by Erskine. Ramirez behind 1-2. Pitches to Ramirez. Hard ground ball to second. Should be 2. Yeah, I think they're probably going to go for the double play, so we're going to try to get the tying run in. Chris going for home. Gilliam gloves it. Throws the second for 1. Back to first. And they turn 2. So no RBI for Ramirez. But Chris does score. And we're tied at 2. So the base is empty now for Mike Lowell. Mike Lowell, as we said, had a good year in 2007. Hit 324 with 21 homers and 120 runs batted in. Definitely the best year of his career. So, all right, so step up to the plate. 325 against righties. Actually, pretty even, though. 323 against lefties, 325 against righties, with a on-base percentage of 376 versus righties and a 383 versus lefties. So here's the pitch to Lowell. 2-2 count. And he gets him swinging. So strikes out Lowell to end the inning. But the Red Sox also score 2. And after 1 full, it's 2-2. So see if Beckett can settle down here. He'll face bottom third of the order. Ferrello, Cox, and Thompson. Ferrello hit 344 with 21 homers and 92 runs batted in. So he was no slouch either. So power up and down the whole lineup. As Drew runs down the fly ball to right for out number 1. So the third baseman Cox up now. Cox hit 291 with 10 homers and 44 runs batted in. So far, not a weak spot in that Brooklyn lineup. 2-2 offering. Pop fly off the bat of Cox. Out short of center field. Lugo and Pedroia go back for it. Pedroia takes charge and makes the catch. So 2 quick outs in the Brooklyn second. And they had a B similar to the Boston Red Sox B on their caps. You can't tell on this guy's, but if you check out some of the other caps, they definitely had the same similar type B. So Thompson comes in. He's definitely the weak link of the lineup. Hit just 242 with a homer and 12 runs batted in. Not sure exactly why they picked him as a pinch hitter. Maybe just because he was a lefty, but. So Beckett looks in for the sign from Veritek. Winds up and delivers. 1-2 count. Comes home. And he strikes him out. So 1-2-3 second for Beckett and the Red Sox as Brooklyn goes down in order. So as you can see there, the B there very similar to the Boston B. Oh, there's Miss Mags. Uh-oh, here we go. So Al, just when you thought things were calmed down here, Miss Mags and Mr. Brody staring down each other a little bit. They're both satisfied with their seats there. So nothing going now. Ironically, that's the seat that I picked for Miss Mags there, as it was a smaller seat. Mr. Brody's a little bit too big for that seat, but he enjoys it. He likes the snugginess of it. Miss Mags likes the room, I guess, over there on the other seat. All right, so Youkilis will lead it off. It'll be Youkilis, Drew, and Veritek up against Erskine. Youkilis probably had his best year offensive-wise. Hit 288 with 16 homers and 83 runs batted in, and did not make a single error at first base all season. So let's check that out for a second, just to show you. So his fielding stats here. So he had 135 total games at first base, 90 putouts with 90 assists, 100 double plays turned, and fielding percentage of 1,000. So did not commit a single error all season. And I think he did stretch that into the, I'm not sure if it was into the next season or the season before that, but it might have been even through both seasons. But he had an errorless streak of quite a few games there. I'm not sure the exact totals, but I know it was a Red Sox record anyway at first base. So Euclid's up now, known as the Greek god of walks. So he steps into the box. First guy looks in for the sign from Campanella. Here's the windup in the pitch. So 287 hitter with a 384 on base percentage against righties. Strikes on it, reaching for the breaking ball. So that'll bring up J.D. Drew. Drew hit 270 with 11 homers and 64 runs batted in. So 1-0 pitch to Drew. Hitting the right field alley. Could be extra bases. Furlow can't cut it off, but Schneider does, and firing a strike to second, and it'll hold Drew to a long single. So Schneider cuts it off. Showing very good range out there. So 1-out base runner for the Red Sox. Go ahead, run on board. It brings up Jason Varitek. Hit 255 with 17 homers and 68 runs batted in. 252 against righties with a 358 on base percentage. So a lot of the Red Sox with very good eyes. Some high on base percentages. So Drew gets his lead off first. Hodges holding him on. 0-1 count. Erskine offers. Skied down the first base line, peeling back into the stands. So Varitek quickly in the hole, 0-2. 1-2 count now. Erskine with the high set, 1-2 pitch. Did he go? And Varitek gets rung up. So third strikeout for Erskine. So there's 2 outs now. For the light hitting Julio Lugo. Light hitting in 2007 with only 237 average with 8 homers and 73 runs batted in. Just hit 241 against righties. So he'll swing away here. First guy works from the stretch, the payoff pitch. There goes the runner, and it's ball 4 as Lugo draws the walk. So the go-ahead run now in scoring position as Drew moves to second. So Pedroia with an RBI opportunity here. He's 1 for 1 with a run scored. Pedroia will swing away. Here's the pitch. Bounce to the third. And through. So it gets by Cox, who only has fair range there. And Drew rounds third. And let's see here. Drew's got average running speed. Robinson average. I think we're going to send... I think we're going to send both runners home. Let's try sending both here. Why not? It's early yet. Drew going for home. Lugo going for third. Throw goes home. Try for second on the throw home. Pedroia? No. He's only fair, so no. Pedroia holds it first. Play at the plate. It'll be close. Drew slides. Campanella applies the tag. And he's safe. So Drew gets in ahead of the tag of Campanella. Campanella not pleased with that as he's arguing up and down with the men in blue. But to no avail as the Red Sox score the go-ahead run on the RBI single by Pedroia. As Lugo takes third on the throw. So Coco Crisp up now. He's 1 for 1 with a run scored. So the Red Sox take the lead. Had a double back in the first. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oisk with the pitch. It must be his nickname. Bounce to the right side. Gilliam moves into the hole. Dives. Has it. And he gets stuck in his glove. And Crisp will have an infield hit as Lugo scores from third. So the Red Sox catch a break there. As Crisp gets the RBI. And it's now a 4-2 Red Sox lead as they played at 2 in the second. Ortiz with an opportunity now to break the game wide open here. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI. Two-one pitch. Erskine's pitch. Fly ball. Right down the left field line. It's fair. It's trouble. It's trouble. Pedroia will score from second. Chris from third. Robinson there quickly, though, and will hold Ortiz to a long single. But Ortiz with the RBI single there. So the Red Sox scoring a lot of runs with 2 down here. Now have a 5-2 lead. Manny Ramirez up now. Chance to add to the Red Sox lead. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Pitch by Erskine. 1-2 on Ramirez. Kicks and deals. Down in the dirt. And Campanella blocks it. He slid to the backhand. So 2-2 count now on Ramirez. Full count now. 3-2 pitch on the way. Ortiz on the move. Hanging curve. Hit well to very deep right field. Furlow goes back. Back. Just short of the wall. Positions himself. And grabs it for out number 3. So Ramirez gave that one a ride. That would have broken the game wide open. But the Red Sox still score 3. And after 2 full, it's the Red Sox 5 and Brooklyn 2. So Beckett now with a 3-run lead. His first of the day. Brings up top of the order Gilliam. Gilliam walked and scored his first time up. So Beckett's ready. 0-2 pitch on the way. Gilliam hit ground ball to third. It's going to be fair. Fielded by Lowell. Throws over for the out. So a nice play by Mike Lowell to retire Gilliam. Brings up Pee Wee Reese now. He's 1 for 1 with a run scored. Reese hits a high pop fly behind first. Drifting back is Euclid. And he makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 down now for Stuke Schneider. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI. An RBI double in the first. I believe it was a double. Yep, run scoring double last time up. Beckett winds and deals. Long drive to deep right field. Back goes Drew. Way back. And he has it. So Snyder gave that one a ride. Made a bid for a home run there, but falls just short as Drew makes the catch. And the Dodgers go 1-2-3 in the third. So after 2.5, Red Sox have a 5-2 lead. As Beckett seems to have settled down there. So Mike Lowell will lead it off. It'll be Lowell, Euclid, and Drew up for the Red Sox against Erskine. A little 0 for 1 on the day as he struck out his first time out. Three-two count on Lowell. Here it comes. Hard hit on the ground at first. Bounces way up in the air beyond the reach of Hodges and into right field for a hit. So Lowell will have himself a single as the Red Sox have the lead runner on here in the bottom of the third. So it's going to bring up Kevin Euclid. Oh, Billy Lowe's is now pitching as Erskine is done for the day, surprisingly. Euclid hits one well to left, and the ball is out of here. So, oh my goodness. So they bring in the reliever, and Euclid promptly hits a 2-run bomb to give the Red Sox a 7-2 lead. Wow, I got to look at that again. So I wonder why they pulled the Erskine. He did let up 5 runs, though, so Billy Lowe is pitching for Brooklyn. Fastball, curve, and change. Wow. So Euclid and Lowe gets the lead. 1-2 delivery. He hits one well to left. So Euclid gives that one a ride. And the Red Sox lead is now 7-2. As the Fenway faithful go crazy. So that'll bring up J.D. Drew. He's 1 for 1 with a run scored. 1-1 count. Single his last time up. Wind up in the pitch. Outside delivery to deep left, and this one might go. No, the Red Sox. Drew makes a bid to go back to back, but Robinson makes the catch at the base of the green monster for out number 1. So that'll bring up Veritek. He's 0 for 1 in the day. Struck out back in the second. 1-2 offering, and he strikes out. So Lowe's with his first K of the day, as he was greeted rudely by Euclid with a 2-run bomb. So let's look at Billy Lowe's stats for the season. He was 14-8 with a 4.54 ERA, 162 and 2/3 innings pitched, 165 hits allowed, 21 homers, 53 walks, and 75 strikeouts. So I've noticed so far that the computer likes to will bring in starters. I'm not opposed to that, although I try to manage it like a regular game right now because I want it is a 14-game schedule that we're playing, so I kind of want to manage it like a regular schedule. Again, I do plan on trying to figure out after I do this 14-game schedule, which is going to take a little while to do. But as Clinton Parks suggested, I'm probably going to do a 154-game schedule. I just have to figure out how to do it with the Diamond Mind, as I'm not very familiar with the how to. If you can, I imagine you can create a new season on this. So if anybody's watching out there and they kind of know a little bit about this software in here and knows how to create seasons and everything out of files and everything, I definitely, if you know how to do it, let me know. If you know that where there's a link on a forum or something like that I can look at, I'd definitely like to learn how to do that. There's Miss Mags and Mr. Brody. Oh, they heard their names. You guys got to be co-hosting here, right? You guys looking at the game here? All right. I want to hear your play-by-play here. I want to hear your opinions on the game here. They are enjoying the 7-2 Red Sox lead as they are both Red Sox fans. So anyway, back to the game here. So Julio Lugo up now with 2 down and bases empty. Lugo walked and scored his first time up. So 1-2 pitch on the way. Lines it to the gap and right. And this one's going to get down for extra bases. So the light-hitting Lugo is going to be on base for the second time with a 2-out double. So top of the order, Pedroia, he's 2 for 2 on the day with 2 runs scored and a run batted in. Having a fine day, as a lot of the Red Sox hitters are so far. 2-1 count now. Pitch to Pedroia. Little chopper right up the middle. Reese with 3 steps to his left. Fields and fires. And that'll do it for the Red Sox. But the Red Sox add 2 more on the 2-run blast by Euclid. And now lead at 7-2 after 3 full. So Beckett back on the hill after a shaky first inning, has had 2 scoreless innings. But the Brooklyn lineup could strike at any time. With Robinson, Campanella, and Hodges, the heart of their order, up now. So Robinson's has had a sacrifice fly in the first. 1-2 pitch, knocked up the middle. Lugo shuffles, grabs, throws, and gets the speedy Robinson. So a great play by Lugo there to retire Robinson. And we have 1 down here in the 4th inning for the Dodgers. So Roy Campanella up now. Strikeout victim his first time up and wind up in the pitch, and he'll take a walk this time, as he was taking all the way on that. So 1-0 base runner for the Dodgers brings up Gil Hodges. Also 0 for 1 on the day. 1-0 pitch by Beckett. Here's the delivery. Hit on the ground to third. Can they turn 2 here. Lowell has it. Second for 1. Back to first. And they turn the inning double play. So great play. Great double play started by Lowell. And that'll be it for Brooklyn in the 4th. So after 3.5, Red Sox with a 5-run lead. Top of the order, batter number 2, the Red Sox lineup, Coco Crisp to lead it off for the Red Sox here in the 4th. Crisp also having a fine day. He's 2 for 2 with a run scored and an RBI. Pitch to Crisp. Bounce it to Hodges. Underhands it to Lowe's covering. And score that a 3-1 on the putout. So 1 gone in the Red Sox 4th. Brings up Big Papi here. He's 2 for 2 also with 2 runs batted in. Two for 2 in the ball game. 2-2 pitch. Here's the pitch. Ortiz pulling this one deep to right field. And this ball is gone. So a monster home run by Ortiz. 6 rows up behind the bleachers. And the Red Sox increase their lead now to 8-2. So the second home run hit off Lowe's. Brings up Manny Ramirez, the only Red Sox... Oh, Veritek too. He and Veritek are the only Red Sox hitters without a hit today. As Ramirez is 0 for 2. See if he can get in on the party here. As he did give a bid for a home run as he hit one to the wall in the second 3-1 delivery. And he'll draw a walk. So Ramirez now on base. So the only batter yet to reach has been Veritek. So Mike Lowell up now. He's 1 for 2 with a run scored. 1 on and 1 out. 1-1 pitch. Left center field. And yes, he gets between Robinson and Snyder. Goes to the wall. Ramirez rounds third. Low in with the easy double. And Robinson is the fielder here. So he's got an average arm. Ramirez is poor all the way around. So no, we're going to hold him. So Ramirez will be held at third. So runners on second and third. So the Red Sox threatening to make it get double digits in runs here with Euclid up. He had a 2-run bomb his first time up off Lowe's. Let's see if they're going to let Lowe's pitch to Euclid here. And looks like they are. Pitch on the way. Euclid drives the first pitch to deep center. Back goes Schneider to the center field and makes the grab. So Ramirez will tag up and score without a throw. So Euclid made a bid for his second home run of the day. Instead gets a sacrifice fly, scoring another run, and it's now 9-2 Red Sox. So J.D. Drew, the batter now. He's 1 for 2 with the run scored. Lowe's still out there. Pitch to Drew. Line drive shot over third, and he'll drop in for a hit. Another run comes in as Lowell scores, and Drew with an RBI single. And the Red Sox lead is now 10-2. Unbelievable. I didn't think it was going to be this much of a rout yet, but it's still early yet. Still plenty of time left as the Red Sox have scored multiple runs in every inning so far. So a great display of the Red Sox offense so far. Kind of looked like the Brooklyn was going to get off that way, but Beckett has held them in check from the second inning on. So it'll bring up Veritek. The only Red Sox hasn't reached base yet. Let's see what he can do. And 1-0 pitch. He works. Soft ground ball to short. Reese charges. Finds a good hop. Throws across. And retires Veritek. So Veritek still without a hit and without getting on base yet. So that we'll head to the top of the 5th here with the Red Sox on a commanding lead now, 10-2, out hitting the Brooklyn Dodgers 13-2. As they have not managed to hit since the first inning either. So it'll be Ferrillo, Cox, and Thompson, bottom third of the order against Beckett here in the 5th. 1-2 pitch. Sharp grounder. Lugo with the pickup. Makes a nice play for out number 1. So Ferrillo is retired. Brings up Billy Cox. He's 0 for 1. 1-0 pitch. Swinging a looper to shallow left. Will it drop in? No. As Ramirez, coming on hard, makes a fine running catch. So Manny Ramirez, every once in a while, would flash some leather, despite having only a fair range there. Occasionally make a great play. And he does here. So 2 quick outs in the Brooklyn 5th brings up Don Thompson. Thompson's 0 for 1 so far. Strikeout victim his first time up. 1-2 count. Hitting to left field. Ramirez is in. Ramirez in. Sliding. But he can't get to this one as the ball caroms off of his body. A great effort. But Thompson is on with a base hit, so Ramirez gave a valiant try on that one. Thankfully kept the ball in front of him, and Thomas got held to a single. So 2-out base runner. Brings up top of the order Gilliam. 0 for 1 with a run scored officially. And he was thrown out by Lowell last time up. Thompson gets a lead. The delivery. Bounce Euclid wide to first. Beckett there to help. And Euclid will take it himself as he waves Beckett off. And that's it for the Dodgers in the 5th. So halfway through, the Red Sox lead at 10-2. So Lugo up now. He's 1 for 1 with a walk. He's been on base twice. Lowe is back on the hill again. There's a beach ball out there in right field. Dodger Stadium, sure, but here. Okay, return to the action on the field. So that's interesting play-by-play there. Taken up by Cox in the 3rd, and right in front. What happened? Hold on there. A lot of stuff going on there. Hit on the ground left side, taken by Cox on 1 hop at 3rd, and throws a Lugo out. So interesting play-by-play there. So 1 down in the Red Sox 5th brings up Pedroia. Pedroia's 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored on an RBI. Lewis kicks and delivers. 2-2 pitch. Bounces the fastball towards 3rd. Cox backhands it. Gets rid of it. And gets him. So Pedroia retired. 1 down in the Red Sox 5th. Crisp 2 for 3 also. Wind up in the pitch. Hit by the mound. Charging is Reese. Throws on the run. And gets him. So he gets the speedy Crisp. And that'll do it for the Red Sox in the 5th as they finally are held scoreless in a frame. As it remains 10-2 after 5 full. So Beckett up to 68 pitches through 5. 41 strikes. Reese 1 for 2 with the run scored. Payoff pitch to Reese. Grounded up the middle. And through. Pedroia made a valiant dive for it, but came up short. So only the 4th hit off of Beckett. And the leadoff runner is on for the Dodgers. So Duke Schneider up now. Schneider's 1 for 2 with their RBI. As he made a bid for a home run his last time up. 2-1 offering, grounded to short. Should be 2. Throws a second for 1, back to first. And they turn 2. So the Red Sox erase Reese. So now 2 outs with the bases empty for Robinson. Robinson looking for his first hit does have a sacrifice fly. 0 for 1 officially. Beckett stares in and wind up in the pitch. Robinson line runs down the left field line. And Red Sox fans leave it alone and as it goes into the corner. And Robinson will be on with a 2-out double. So Robinson with his first hit of the day. So Campanella with an RBI opportunity here. Officially 0 for 1. as he walked on 4 pitches his last time at 1-0 count. This time, Beckett offers. Lifted high in the air, off to the right. Second baseman's under it. And Pedroia makes the catch on the outfield grass. So that'll do it for the Dodgers here in the 6th. As the Red Sox have the lead 10-2. Ortiz having a perfect day so far. He's 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs and a run scored. See if he can keep up his perfect day here, including a home run. So here's the pitch, ground to the Cox. Guides it across. And an error will be served on the scoop by Hodges. Oh, error is saved on the scoop by Hodges. So Hodges saved an error there. And Ortiz is retired for the first time today, so 1 gone in the Red Sox 6th. Ramirez up now, looking for his first hit of the day. Here's a chopper. And Gilliam has it, juggles it, fires it. And his fiddling cost him there. It's going to be a tough error on him as Ramirez reaches. So 1 and 1 out for the Red Sox. Brings up Lowell. 2 for 3 with a couple of runs scored. Lowe's still on. So 1-2 delivery. Lined. Right at Gilliam at second. So Lowe's was a starter, so he can go a little bit longer. So 2 outs now for Youkilis. Hit a 2-run bomb and also knocked in another run, so he's got 3 RBIs on the day. Lowe's looks at Ramirez, 0-1 pitch. Goes up to hard growl over third, and it's a fair ball and gets into the corner, so Youkilis is going to have his second hit of the day as Ramirez is held at third, so Youkilis with a double now. So he's got 2 hits on the day. So runners on. Oh, are we going to try for Ramirez at home? No. Sometimes Ramirez would blow through stop signs, but we won't have him here. So it brings up J.D. Drew with a couple of runners in scoring position for him. Already has 1 RBI. Looking to add to that total. He's 2 for 3. Clem Labine is on now for the Brooklyn. We'll look at his stats in a second. He has a pair of singles and 3 trips, 1 ball on Drew. Here's the pitch by Labine, deep to left. And this one's caught in the track by Robinson, right at the base of the wall. So Drew is retired, so let's can't look at his stats here. Yes, we could. So look at Labine's stats here. So Labine had a 11-6 record with a 2.77 ERA. Had 7 saves, so I think he was the closer. So he'll face Hodges, Ferrillo, and Cox here in the 7th. Beckett will. And he's up to 81 pitches, so we're going to let him pitch this inning with a commanding lead here. So Hodges is 0 for 2 on the day. Ground into a double play his last time up. Payoff pitch. Swung on the line to short. And he'll go through for a single past Lugo. So Hodges is on with a leadoff single. His first hit of the day. Brings up Carl Ferrillo, 0 for 2. Youkilis holding him on. Here it comes. Ferrillo jumps on the curveball, lining it to center for a base hit. Hodges is past second. But he holds there, down by 8. Didn't want to risk it there. So first 2 runners on for the Dodgers. Brings up Billy Cox, looking for his first hit of the day. Here's delivery. Bounce to the right side. Both runners will move up as Pedroia gets the sure out at first. So runners on second and third with 1 down for Thompson. Let's see if they're going to leave him in to hit. That did get a hit his last time up, 1 for 2. And Schuba is going to pinch hit. So George Schuba in to hit. And that B definitely looks like a Red Sox B on his hat. So Shuba, let's look at his stats. 254 with 5 homers and 23 runs batted in. Not sure what that noise is. So 3-2 pitch on Shuba, swing and a miss. And Beckett gets him for out number 2. So Beckett gets his 3rd K of the day. So it brings up top of the order Gilliam, 0 for 2 with a run scored. 1-2 on Gilliam. Beckett offers. Swings. Misses the pitch low out of the zone. So back-to-back Ks to end the 7th. And so we head to the home half of the 7th inning stretch time here at Fenway. As the fans sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." So home half of the 7th. Levine on for his 2nd inning of work. He'll face Veritek, Lugo, and top of the order Pedroia. So Veritek 0 for 3 on the day. 2-0 pitch. And well struck to center. Schneider racing back. And it won't be playable as Jason Veritek goes yard for his first home run of the year. So Veritek answers, gets more than gets his first base hit, gets a home run. As the Red Sox are pounding the ball today. A lot of home runs. A lot of extra base hits. So it's now an 11-2 game. So now Manny Ramirez with the only Red Sox without a hit. So Lugo up now. 1 for 2 with a run scored. 2-2 pitch on Lugo. And he's going to get a single. So Lugo with his 2nd hit of the day. As all the Red Sox are firing on all cylinders today. So it brings up Pedroia. He's got a couple of hits today in 4 trips. 1-2 pitch. Bounces a bit to the right. Blocked by Campanella. So 2-2 count now on Pedroia as Lugo holds put at first. 2-2 offering. Ground ball. Right over the 3rd base bag. And Lugo is winding 3rd. Pedroia in with a double. Yeah, we'll hold him with nobody out. So Pedroia gets a double, his 3rd hit of the day. He's now 3 for 5. As the Red Sox offense has banged out 17 hits, and we're only in the 7th. So that brings up Coco Crisp. He's got 2 hits, 2 for 4 also. A couple of RBIs on base for him, potential RBIs. 0-1 pitch. Little blooper to shallow center field. Schneider center, it makes the catch. And throw goes home, but Lugo was holding put with nobody out. So Big Papi up now. He's already got 3 runs batted in and 3 hits and a home run. So him with a chance to get a couple more RBIs here with a base hit. 3 hits. So here's the first pitch to him. Down the right field line, way back. And it is out of here. So Ortiz hits his 2nd round tripper, this time a 3-1 bomb. As Levine gives up a 3-run home run to Ortiz. And Boston is killing Brooklyn. Yes, they are. As the Red Sox now go up 14-2. Embarrassing the Brooklyn Dodgers here at Fenway. Wow, I never would have thunk this. I thought this was going to be a good... I thought it might be a slugfest but by both teams, but it seems to be all one-sided after the first. So the Red Sox plate 4 more this inning on a 3-run jack by Ortiz. Ortiz now with 6 runs batted in, 4 for 5 with 2 home runs. So no doubt who the player of the game is so far today, and most likely will be the player of the game. With a 6 RBI performance, and we're not done yet. Still only 1 out in the 7th. So Ramirez up now. Can he get his first hit? 2-1 pitch. Hit hard to left field. Robinson plays it off the wall. Yes. As it hits the scoreboard. And Ramirez will rumble into second with a double. So all the Red Sox starters now with base hits as Ramirez collects a double here. So Mike Lowell up now. He's got a couple of hits and a couple of runs scored. Two balls and a strike on Lowell. Levine kicks and fires. Ground ball to second. And moving to third will be Lowell. With Ramirez on the ground out by Lowell. So 2 outs now. Brings up Kevin Youkilis, 2 for 3. He has a 2-run shot today. 3 runs batted in. As we have just Miss Mags in the co-host seat. Mr. Brody, I think, is gone to bed. Happy with the Red Sox lead. Confident they're going to pull it out. And Youkilis pops up the curveball. Campanella moves under in foul ground and makes the grab to retire the side. So the Red Sox tack on 4 more and now lead at 14-2. Let's see here. I think we're going to make some defensive changes here. Let's get some of the guys in today. Get some. Thought I heard Mr. Brody in here somewhere. I don't see him though. So let's see here. So who the Red Sox can bring in defensively here. Let's bring in Alex Cora at short. Give him a chance. The new Red Sox manager. Looking forward to the season here. So Alex Cora is going to come in and play second. Yeah, we can bring in Willie Malpena here. Willie Malpena will come in. Doesn't really matter where we bring him in, but he can play left center. Played mostly in right, so I think we'll bring in him for J.D. Drew in right. And yeah, we won't bring in Hinsky yet, just in case we have an injury or something. We don't want to waste all our guys here. Hinsky, I think, can play outfield too. Yeah, you can play left field and right field. Okay. All right. A couple of substitutions in there now. So we have Pena in right. He's poor range. And Cora very good at second. All right, so Beckett, let's see here. 102 pitches. I think we're going to let him stay in here. So Reese will lead it off here in the top of the 8th. Reese with a couple of hits today and runs scored. Single off Beckett in the 6th. 1-2 count. And Beckett comes home. And gets him as Reese crossed the plane, breaking his wrist. And is 1 gone in the 8th. So Beckett with his 5th K. He's been pretty much on cruise control since the 2nd inning on. So Duke Schneider up now, 1 for 3 with an RBI. Wind up in the pitch, way outside. And he'll be on with a 1-out walk. So brings up Jackie Robinson, 1 for 2 with an RBI. Sacrifice fly. Hit a double in the 6th. 2-2 delivery. Hard ground ball between first and second. Upper with this Cora. Second for 1. Relay to first. Double play. So Cora starts the 4-6-3 double play. Just in the game. So that'll be it for the Dodgers in the 8th as they sing Sweet Caroline here at Fenway in the 8th. Fenway tradition. So Willie Malpena up now. He came in to play for Drew defensively in the last inning. He'll get an at-bat here. There's Mr. Brody. So Willie Mo with a hit just .218 with 5 homers and 17 runs batted in part-time duty. Only hit .165 against righties. We'll let him hit here with the Boston having a 12-point lead here. Ball 1 on Pena, ground ball. Hodges can't get it. Gilliam does. And he hits Levine for the out as Levine goes and covers. So Pena is retired, so 1 out in the Red Sox 8th, sorry. Veritek up now. He hit a home run his last time back up. 1 for 4 in the day. And Gilliam makes the grab. So 2 down in the Red Sox 8th. Lugo having a fine day at the plate. 2 for 3 with a couple runs scored. 0-1 count. Pitch to Lugo. Hard hit ground to third. Cox plays off his body. Throws it for out number 3. So that'll do it with the Red Sox in the 8th. And this game almost mercifully over, as we're going to let Beckett try to close it out here. 121 pitches, but why not? He'll have to face Campanella, Hodges, and Ferrillo. He's allowed they're only a combined 2 for 8. So Campanella, and with the big lead, Campanella is going to be pinch hit for. Rube Walker comes in. That's kind of conceding it there. 242 hitter with 3 homers and 9 runs batted in. So 0-2 count. Kicks and delivers. Hard hit on the ground. Right side of the hole. And it goes through for a single. So Walker with a pinch hit single. Brings up Hodges 1 for 3. Single off back in the 7th. Payoff pitch to Hodges. Pulls a shot to left center. And he'll get all the way to the wall. Walker rounds third. Hodges has himself a double. Walker holds at third. So there is action in the Red Sox pen as the first 2 runners are on here in the 9th. Ferrillo rolls a sinker right down the first base line. Walker comes to the plate. And he'll score. Euclid have no play anywhere. Wow, they're going to get a base hit. So Ferrillo with an RBI single, and that is going to be it for Beckett as Terry Francona comes to the... Oh, hold on there, no. What happened there? Oh, okay, they're going to pinch hit. So, good thing that, because we're going to get rid of Beckett here as Beckett's day is done. Question is, who do we bring in here? So who do we have up here is the question. It's going to be lefty. I think we're going to bring in Okajima. It's Hideki Okajima coming in. So Hideki Okajima comes in. A couple of lefties up. Already announced as a pinch hitter here. 239 hit with 11 homers and 34 runs batted in. So Hideki stats are 3-2 record with a 2.22 ERA. 69 innings pitched, 50 hits allowed. 17 walks, 63 strikeouts, has allowed 6 home runs. And has 5 saves. Ironically, he was better against righties. I'll tell you what show is what type of pitches but he must have some kind of a cutter in towards the righties. I can't remember. But definitely better against righties. Although he was pretty effective against the lefties too. Only 236 against them. So Okajima looks in for the sign from Veritek. Looks at the runners. Fires to the plate. Runners move off. 0-2 count. Kick and delivery. Swings at a pitch in the dirt. Veritek smothers it. And it's strike 3 as Velarde strikes out. So 1 gone. So Shuba up now. Shuba came in the pinch hit last time up. For Thompson. struck out. Boston looking at 3-0 pitch. Schubert takes ball 4, so it's going to load the bases. Red Sox still with a comfortable 11-run lead, so no worries yet. Red Sox looking for outs here. Willing to trade outs for runs. Gilliam up now, 0 for 3. 1-1 offering. Grounds between first and second. Cora's up with it. Over to second for 1. Across the first. And they turn it to end the ball game. As their 4th double play of the game. So the game mercifully over for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Definitely want to make sure we save that game. Let's look at these stats. These would be some nice stats. Like, oh, there's Mr. Birdie. He's joined us for the wrap-up here. Give his commentary at the end of the game here. His opinion on the game. So the Boston Red Sox easily pound all over the Brooklyn Dodgers in the Battle of the Bees, 14-3. Pounded out 19 hits. Brooklyn had 10 hits, but only scored 3 runs. Red Sox left in Brooklyn both left 7 men on base. The Red Sox turned 4 double plays, as we just mentioned. So let's look at the pitching comparisons here. So Beckett goes 8+ innings, allows 10 hits. So he wasn't perfect, but got the job done. 3 runs. Definitely shut down since the first inning. Looked like he was going to have a lot worse day, but ended up having a overall solid outing. A lot of hits, though. So they scored a lot of hits towards the end. So 3 runs, all of them earned. 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, 133 pitches, 83 strikes. Okajima came in for an inning. A walk, a strikeout. So for the Brooklyn Dodgers, Erskine only lasted 2+ innings, allowing 8 hits, 6 runs, all of them earned. 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. Lowe's wasn't any better as he pitched 3 2/3 innings, allowing 6 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned. 1 walk and 1 strikeout. And Levine, so it didn't matter who Brooklyn put in, the Red Sox were pounding it. 2 1/3 innings pitched, 5 hits allowed, 4 runs, all of them earned. So let's look at the Red Sox lineup. This ought to be fun. As Pedroia goes 3 for 5 with 3 runs scored and an RBI. Cora came in to play second, but did not get in a bat. Coco Crisp, 2 for 5 with a run scored and an RBI. And the MVP man of the day, Mr. David Ortiz with 2 homers. 4 for 5 with 2 runs scored and 6 runs batted in. Manny Ramirez managed to get a hit his last time up, a double, so he went 1 for 4 with an RBI with a run scored. Mike Lowell 2 for 5 with 2 runs scored. Euclid with a fine day, 2 for 4 with a run scored and 3 runs batted in. J.D. Drew 2 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI. Pena was 0 for 1, coming in to pinch hit for Drew, as a defensive replacement, and then got an at bat. Veritek 1 for 5 with a solo homer. And Lugo 2 for 4 with 2 runs batted in. And Kevin Euclid with a 2-run homer too. So again, let's look at the home runs here. I think we got all of them. Red Sox also with 6 doubles. And Ortiz with 2 home runs. Euclid with a homer. Veritek with a home run. Yep, we got all the home runs there. So the Brooklyn Dodgers, Gilliam was 0 for 4 with a run scored. Reese 2 for 4 with a run scored. Schneider 1 for 3 with a run scored. Robinson 1 for 3 with a run scored. Snyder 1 for 3 with an RBI. Robinson 1 for 3 with an RBI. Campanella was 0 for 2, lifted for a pinch hitter. Walker in the top of the 9th, who got himself a base hit and scored a run. Hodges 2 for 4. Farillo 2 for 4 with an RBI. Cox 0 for 3. Velarde came on as a pinch hitter, 0 for 1. Thompson, the DH, was 1 for 2. And Shuba, who came on for a pinch hitter for Thompson, was 0 for 1. So totals 14 runs, 19 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox, and 3 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error for the Brooklyn Dodgers. So let's look at the score sheet. Again, despite all those runs, a nice compact score sheet. I'm sure Clinton Parks will appreciate that one. So there it is there, and let's check out the game log. This ought to be rather lengthy. So there's the first 4 innings. And there are the next 3 innings. 5th, 6th, and 7th. Oh, actually the 8th too. Actually, that is it. So that's the rest of the game there. Why is this? Oh, there it is. Yeah, so this is all the rest of it. Actually, these are the last 4 innings. Last 5 innings. So you guys got anything to say? Anything to add? They said there's not much to say here. The Red Sox definitely outpowered them, says Mr. Brody. Miss Maggs concurs with that one. Very pleased with the game results here. So that is it here. So we can make sure we did save it. Oh, I hope I didn't save it twice. I don't think I did. No, I didn't. Good. Ooh, I just thought I saved it twice there, which wouldn't have been good. Alright, so let's look here at the standings here. So that was in Division 3. The Red Sox now 1-0. That's definitely the highest scoring runs I've scored so far. Definitely as a manager. Yeah. Actually, looks like the Oakland. Oh, the Oakland. Yeah. Yeah, those are the most runs I've scored. I did have 14 runs scored against me as the Yankees. New York 47 Yankees scored 14 also. So the Red Sox and the 47 Yankees both scored 14 runs. So alright, so that is, I think we're all even now. We played 3 games in each division for a total of 12 games. So we'll be back with one of the other divisions. So if there's anything you guys want to see, let me know as usual. Post it in the comments. So there are the games we have here, and we'll show you the rest of them. So if there's anything blank here that you want to see, let me know, and I will play it. So thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from Kaya Ground Gaming with my co-hosts, my co-host and hostess, Mr. Brody and Miss Maggs. Loving their new arrangement here. So take care, God bless, and we'll see you in the next all-time ELO Greatest Teams Tournament. Bye-bye now.